This is the Ansonia wall clock in the early 1900s. As you can see, it's got no glass or bezel. It's obviously been broken at some time and removed. And someone has painted a ghastly red line around the inside of the bezel there. We'll remove that when we polish up the bezel. We won't replace the glass and the top half of the bezel because it'll be way too expensive to do that, but we'll clean that up. It's a single train clock, a timepiece, and no striking mechanism. There's the key, and you'll see that the pendulum bob has not got a rating nut on it, so we'll have to get one of those before we finish. That's the clock label inside the clock. Okay, let's start to take it to pieces. First we'll remove the hands using this specially modified pair of pliers I have. The groove cut in one side so the taper pin can slide through. We'll do that first. That'll get us started. Then we can pull the pin out using a pair of pliers. Put the pin aside. Remove the minute hand very carefully, and then a little bit of pressure under the hour hand and it pops straight off. As you can see, the hands are a little bit rough. I'll just check that they're steel. Neodyme magnet sticks to it, it's steel. We'll clean them up and blue them before we put them back on again. First we'll remove the face so we can access the movement. We've got 3 screws to remove, one here, one there, and one there. So we'll do those. Once they come out, we'll put them in a dish so we don't lose them. First one, now we can remove the face and see the movement inside. Now we will remove the movement. There's 4 screws, one there, one there, one there, the 4th one over here. Screw those, put them aside. Two. Third one. And that's the 4th one. That's the movement there. We'll now take that to pieces. Check it to make sure it's working properly first. Then put it through the ultrasonic, clean it, reassemble it and oil it. Then we'll put it on a test stand to check and see how accurate it is. We're going to put a mainspring clamp on the spring. Then we'll let it down so that the clamp takes all the pressure in the spring. Using a let-down tool on top of the winding arbor, we'll tighten it slowly. Then, holding the click back, we'll slowly let the let-down tool turn around. The mainspring clamp is getting tighter. Last bit will let that down. That lets all the tension in the spring is now contained in the mainspring clamp. Now we'll remove the crutch and the pallets by moving this arm here to the side and then lifting crutch off that post. Now we'll remove the suspension spring, being very careful not to bend it. Out it comes. We'll take the crutch off. Using a 7mm spanner, we'll remove the nuts. There's 4 of them. Put them in a dish. Third one, the last one under the escape wheel. Now there may be a little bit of tension in the spring, but we're aware of that, so we'll be careful when we lift the top plate. Very slowly, there, off the top. And off it comes. That's the escape wheel. That's the cannon arbor. That's the hour wheel on the bottom of it. That's the first wheel. Second wheel. Third wheel. And this is called the motion works. Cannon arbor sits on top of that, like so. That's the minute arbor. The last gear we took out, that small gear on the top, is the one that drives the hour arbor. It sits like that. And the larger wheel, that one, drives the minute arbor.